Alright, we're now at the top of page 3, and this part you're going to do and then check answers with your teacher. Alright, so that's what you're going to do for this top part. Can you label those? Here we're going to see just how many common tangents. So tangents mean they touch the circle at one place. And so if we look here, well, I could draw a line across here that touches each circle once. I can draw a line across here that touches each circle once. And so that means we have 2. Internal or external means is in between the circles or outside, and these would be external. Alright, in these next ones, we're going to remember that tangents equal each other and are perpendicular. So here, they've already drawn a triangle for me. This is our tangent, which means this is a right angle. And so all I have to do is my Pythagorean theorem. And so that's my A, that's my B, that's my C. And so if I put an X on this side, x squared plus 5.5 squared equals 10 squared. So x squared plus 5.5 squared comes out to 30.25 equals 100. I subtract the 30.25, and that leaves me with x squared equals 69.75. And then I'm going to take the square root of it, and that equals 8.35. And we check and say, yes, that's a logical number. It's bigger than the 5.5, less than 10. So for our second problem here, the point C, alright, so for our second one, it tells point C is also a point of tangency, which means they equal. And so, if BC equals 4x plus 6, and we know that that equals the 8.35 that we just found, we just have another equation to solve. So we subtract 6 to get 4x equals 2.35, and divide by 4 to get x equals 0.5875, which rounds to 0.59. Okay, our next problem here is advanced. This is our level 4. So if you're not in an advanced class, you do not have to do this problem. It involves factoring. Okay, so that's our level 4 problem we'll come back to. This one is a simple one, though. It is just these equal each other. So 9 equals x squared, which means you take the square root of each side to get 3 equals x. So if you're not in an advanced class, you can go start your assignment, or you can do this, which will count as a bonus question later. But this is still this Pythagorean theorem, so a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We have a, we have b, we have c, because that's our right angle. So we have r squared plus 24 squared equals, and here we have both of these for the whole side, so equals r plus 18 squared. So when we square r plus 18, that means I have r plus 18 times r plus 18. And I have to do my double distribute of r squared plus 18r plus another 18r plus 18 times 18, which comes out to 324. And all that equals r squared plus r 24 squared is 576. Okay, so that was our double distribute, just multiplying binomial times binomial. So now we're going to simplify as much as we can. So I'm going to combine these like terms. And I'm going to go ahead subtract r squared from each side. And this is really nice. They cancel out for us. So we aren't going to have to factor in the end. So now I have 576 equals $36r when I add my 2 18s plus 324. I subtract my 324 to get 252 equals 36r, and I divide by 36, which gives me 7. So it's not too hard a problem. You just have to remember when we square this, we have to square it out to get the 4 terms.